Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria. I am your savvy hotelier. I share career advice and guidance with hospitality management students and graduates. Welcome to a week 3 update on looking for a job in the hospitality industry in May 2020. Learn from me as I embark on my career search journey, discovering and learning things that work, that don't work, and what kind of opportunities there are available within the hospitality industry so that you can apply that yourself and get the job that you want once hiring resumes. As a hospitality management student and graduate, I know exactly what you're going through. The future is uncertain and you don't really know what kind of jobs there will be available for you. You probably need to get work experience or get your first job after graduation. It will be tough because the competition will be higher. There will be a lot more people applying for the same kind of roles. To help you with that, I am putting together a resume toolkit that will help you put together the resume that's going to get you picked out of the pile of applicants and get invited to the interview. Be the first one to get it. Pre-register in the link in the description. And let's get on to what I did this week in my job search journey. This week I started with my networking journey. I started putting together a list of people that I would like to speak to from my existing contacts. I started approaching these people with individual messages. To not make it seem like I've created a message and copy-pasted it to everyone, I really want to build that connection with the person that I am messaging so that I'll be able to ask for advice and guidance from them and potentially get a forward contact to speak to a new person and build connection with them as well. I also attended a design thinking workshop because I obviously want to get into the service design sector. Starting with small trainings that I am able to afford at the moment is a really good way of building my base knowledge of what is design thinking, how does it work with service design and other elements involved in the process. I also did a number of trainings on interviews, which was very interesting because we discussed ways to approach tricky questions. And tricky questions are dependent on what you personally find tricky. Frankly, once you're prepared, they are no longer tricky questions. So it is all about preparing and understanding the question. So that was very, very interesting and helpful. I also started looking at approaching recruitment companies. So I did some research and created a list of companies that I could reach out to and started browsing their websites and what kind of jobs they usually have available so that I can understand whether they're relevant for me or not and when I should be reaching out to them. And lastly, this week I also finished my LinkedIn summary. I honestly feel I should have done that a while ago. It is week 3 of my journey now. However, I really needed to think about how to position myself and put together that strategic toolkit that I had already talked about last week and get the best out of it for my LinkedIn summary. So you need to strike that perfect balance of someone completely random looking at your LinkedIn profile and being interested in what you are and what you do versus your CV being perfectly tailored for that specific job that you're applying for. With most of the tick box things done from my list, it's time to move on to the next step. That's networking and building connections. Networking is all about building relationships and talking to people you already know to get connected with new people. It's not about asking for a job, it's about building connections, making sure you're top of mind of relevant people in the companies and industries that you are interested in. So when they are looking for someone to fill in a role or they need some help with a project, they have you in their mind, just reach out to you and ask you if you're available and interested. Ideally, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm just at the beginning stages of reaching out to people I know and reconnecting with them. Next thing that I'm going to be working on in the next few weeks is creating a marketing content plan for myself, which could be writing articles and sharing them with relevant stakeholders. It could be creating some example projects to showcase my skills and my knowledge. It could be also approaching companies I'm interested to work with and providing them with some ideas of how I think they could solve their potential problem. That way, I instigate a conversation through networking and build connections in a way that is valuable to the other person. Bringing value in that way shows a number of things. First of all, I understand the company. Second of all, I am interested and curious and have a drive to do the work. And thirdly, I am proactive and passionate about what I do. Also, one of the things I'm going to be doing is finding ways to study service design. As this is something I really want to do, it's not exactly a topic that I have worked a lot with previously. I want to bring myself back and really research and understand what is design thinking, how does it work, what kind of books are there available for me to read, and kind of concepts should I be aware of, and how does it work in service design, and how I can apply all of that knowledge into where I want to work and what kind of problems I'm interested in solving. So that's it for me this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe and like this video so that you can learn from my successes and failures and apply those to yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Cheers!